Shalom and good evening. This is TV7 Israel News broadcasting to you from Jerusalem. And in today's top stories, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu voices gratitude to the United States upon the arrival of two F-35 fighter jets, while warning the enemies of the Jewish state not to test Jerusalem's resolve now that Israel's capabilities have significantly elevated. Israeli President Reuven Rivlin says the friendship between Ankara and Jerusalem goes back in history and voices hope that the reconciliation between the two countries will open a new and promising page in bilateral relations. Swedish Foreign Minister Margot Wallstrom is scheduled to arrive on Thursday for a visit in Israel and the Palestinian territories, a visit the Israeli government has, according to various reports, decided to boycott. In a special ceremony attended last night by Israeli President Reuven Rivlin, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and U.S. Secretary of Defense Ash Carter, among other senior Israeli and U.S. officials, the Jewish state received its first two F-35 Adir fighter jets, which Jerusalem purchased from the Americans, making it the second country in the world to possess the advanced stealth aircrafts after the United States. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who addressed the officials present at the ceremony, thanked the United States for its unwavering support for Israel's security, while emphasizing that the F-35 fighter jets will substantially strengthen Israel's military capabilities, while warning the enemies of the Jewish state not to test Jerusalem's resolve.
טייסי האדיר ומטוסי האדיר יוכלו לפעול בכל זירה, קרובה יותר וקרובה פחות. כמעט מדי יום אני נדרש לאשר משימות של הזרוע הארוכה של ישראל. וכל יום אני וכל אזרחי ישראל שמים את מבטחנו בכם, טייסי ישראל. ואני רוצה לומר היום לעם ישראל שהזרוע הארוכה הזאת נעשתה היום יותר ארוכה, יותר עוצמתית. ואני רוצה לומר גם בצורה ברורה, כל מי שחושב לתקוף אותנו יותקף. כל מי שחושב להשמיד אותנו מעמיד את עצמו בסכנת קיום.
The United States top defense official, Secretary Ash Carter, emphasized the commitment Washington maintains toward Israel in the midst of regional threats, in which the United States provides Israel with the most advanced military capabilities that are critical to ensure Israel maintains its qualitative military edge.
During my time as Secretary of Defense, I've traveled across this nation, from the northern border under threat from Hezbollah to Nevatim here in the south today. And during these visits, I've seen firsthand some of the threats you face daily from many different directions. That's one of the many reasons why the United States is committed to providing Israel with the most advanced military capables, critical not only to ensure Israel can defend itself, but also to maintain its qualitative military edge.
The IDF spokesperson's unit released a statement in which it said that the Adir F-35 fighter jet is the world's most advanced stealth aircraft with breakthrough operational capabilities which make it an offensive and defensive asset across multiple platforms and fronts. The statement added that the incorporation of the F-35 jets into the Israel Air Force is a central component of the long-arm operational capabilities of the IDF, enabling action with flexibility in any scenario in order to ensure the continued safety and security of the State of Israel. Meanwhile, early this morning, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu embarked on a diplomatic and economic visit to Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan with a declared goal of strengthening bilateral relations with important countries in the Islamic world. Upon leaving, the Israeli leader stressed that in complete contrast to what is claimed from time to time, Israel does not suffer from diplomatic isolation. On the contrary, Israel is courted by many countries around the world, and its relations are flourishing in an unprecedented manner.
בניגוד גמור למה ששמעתם מעת לעת, לא רק שישראל לא סובלת מבידוד מדיני, ישראל היא מדינה מחוזרת. המדינות הללו רוצות עד מאוד לחזק את הקשר עם ישראל. בעקבות חיזוק היחסים שלנו עם מעצמות אסיה, מדינות אפריקה, מדינות אמריקה הלטינית, בא עכשיו הקשר עם מדינות חשובות בעולם המוסלמי. זה חלק ממדיניות ברורה של יציאה למרחב. יחסי ישראל הם בפריחה חסרת תקדים.
This will be the first time an Israeli Prime Minister visits Kazakhstan and a second time an Israeli Prime Minister visits Azerbaijan, historic visits that are as part of what Netanyahu defines as the continuity in Israel's policy that advance important breakthroughs for Israel's international relations. Now back to Jerusalem, where Turkish ambassador to Israel, Kemal Okem, handed his credentials to Israeli President Reuven Rivlin in another step toward restoring diplomatic ties between the two regional powers. President Rivlin said after an official welcoming ceremony for the Turkish diplomat in Jerusalem that the friendship between the two countries goes back in history and voiced hope that the reconciliation will open a new and promising page in the bilateral relations.
Our friendship goes back in history, and I hope that the reconciliation and the appointment of new ambassadors will open a new and promising page in this relationship. We must work together to promote our economic relation, trade, and energy cooperation as a real engine of growth for our friendship.
The newly appointed Turkish ambassador to the Jewish state stressed that both Turkey and Israel face a new beginning and took the opportunity to voice hope that the Palestinian people will also benefit from the cooperation between the two countries.
It is hoped that this cooperation will also work for the benefit of other nations, particularly to the Palestinian Authority as well. I thank for the cooperation extended by the Israeli authorities for the Turkish aid toward Gaza and the Palestinian areas.
Israeli-Turkish relations broke down in 2010 when 10 Turkish pro-Palestinian activists were killed by Israeli commandos enforcing a naval blockade of the Hamas-run Gaza Strip. Yet after intensive negotiations, the two countries reached an agreement to normalize ties in June earlier this year, a rapprochement driven by the prospect of lucrative Mediterranean gas deals, as well as mutual fears over security risks in the Middle East. Now to Israel's south, where a rocket alert siren was sounded early this morning in the southern Negev region, adjacent to the border with Egypt, when a rocket was fired by Islamists toward the southern communities of Israel. A spokesman for the Ramat Negev Regional Council said that an explosion was sounded in the region, yet after an initial investigation, it was revealed that the rocket exploded in the Sinai Peninsula, Egyptian territory not far from the border with Israel. No organization has yet claimed responsibility for the attack. Now to a diplomatic matter, Swedish Foreign Minister Margot Wallstrom is scheduled to arrive on Thursday for a visit in Israel and the Palestinian territories, a visit the Israeli government has, according to various reports, decided to boycott. Israeli Foreign Ministry spokesman Emmanuel Nachshon told TV7, however, that the reports of an Israeli boycott against the Swedish top diplomat were incorrect, and the reason Israeli officials will not meet with the foreign minister of Sweden was due to technical reasons, as both sides could not find a suitable time to set an official meeting in the latter's tight schedule. TV7 tried to contact aides to Foreign Minister Margot Wallstrom, yet they were unavailable for immediate comment. Thank you for watching us. Praying for the peace of Israel and the peace of Jerusalem. I'm Jonathan Hessen. Have a Erev Tov, and we will see you again tomorrow at the same time.
In order to donate to TV7 Israel News, please follow these simple steps. First, press the Donate logo, located at the bottom left side of TV7 Israel News Facebook page, or on the Donate tab at the head of the page. Then insert the amount you'd like to donate, and fill in your credit card information. Just like this. And press Review Donation and continue. After reviewing your donation details, please press Donate to finalize your donation. That's it! Your donation is now complete, and an email with your donation details has been sent to your email address. You can also print your donation receipt by pressing the link here. Thank you for supporting TV7 Israel News.